The Operations Control Center, or OCC for short, opened in March 2019. Located in North Austin, it shares the Capital Metro North Ops facility with one of our bus yards and Metro Rail operations. The OCC was created to bring together communications for our bus and rail operations in a way that lets us see what's happening on the streets, our train platforms, and at all of our bus stops and other facilities. It is key in maintaining major street projects and construction detours, as well as our service for special events and emergency responses. It operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Our team uses radio systems, a giant video wall, computers, and various operational software to monitor the entire transportation system. A couple of the people you'll meet today are in charge of our dispatch center. A dispatcher is a communications worker who receives and sends information to help coordinate our buses, trains, and security officers working specifically for Cap Metro. The total staff at OCC is currently 32 people, with up to 2 rail dispatchers, 5 bus dispatchers, 2 public safety dispatchers, and 2 OCC managers working at a time.
Hello everybody, I'm Valerie Rivera and I'm an OCC manager here at Capital Metro. It's my job to ensure smooth daily operations at the OCC so we can deliver Capital Metro services focused on our customers. There's 4 OCC managers here at Cap Metro. We're responsible for communicating information to the public regarding the status of Cap Metro services, including service disruptions and delays via social media and other channels. We're also the primary contacts for emergency response actions regarding transportation and in support of disasters. Here's an example of what I might do in a typical workday. One of the dispatchers has informed me that a bus was involved in a vehicle crash. Using cameras mounted throughout the city and at our facilities, we'll take a look at the scene to determine if more support is needed before an operations supervisor arrives. I can also use live-looking camera feeds inside the bus to determine how severe the scene may be. I'll inform the dispatcher to notify safety personnel that they will be needed. I'll also send service alerts on the Cap Metro app of the detour and bus stop closures and make sure passengers on the delayed bus are accommodated. Finally, I'll send a system-wide notification to key personnel so that they're aware of the situation and make any necessary changes to their service.
Hi, my name is Renita Lockett. I'm the manager of Rail Dispatching Services. I manage the rail dispatchers who monitor our Metro Rail service, support the train crews, and assist during emergencies. Our team provides conductor and engineers with the most recent events that could affect our service in real time. For example, if the car is stuck on the track, I will make sure the rail dispatchers notifies the train crew to stop until the car is clear of the tracks. To start the day, our rail dispatch team ensures there are enough conductors, engineers, trains to operate service according to the published schedule. We also ensure freight trains don't interfere with Metro Rail service. Rail dispatchers ensure that the track switches are in the correct position so the train path is aligned properly. They also assist the conductor with resolving customer concerns like fare issues, riding rules, and customer education. In the event that a train breaks down, the engineer notifies the dispatcher to request help. The train crew waits, the train dispatcher notifies the supervisor and mechanic for repairs. The train dispatcher will also notify customers waiting at other rail stations by updating message signs and notify the OCC manager. If it is determined that the train has to be removed from service, the train dispatcher will work with the bus dispatchers to make sure buses are organized to take customers to their destination. Then the train dispatcher will coordinate with the rail maintenance to bring the train back to the yard for repairs.
Hi, I'm Daryl Jamil, the Director of Public Safety and Emergency Management here at Capital Metro. One of my responsibilities is public safety dispatch. My team dispatches Capital Metro security officers for security issues. monitors activities and locations, makes updates to our computer system that aids in dispatch. We also monitor and respond to suspicious activity reports, monitor videos, and support Capital Metro security operations. And we respond to concerns reported through the CSA Now app. Here's a scenario of how that works. A customer enters a rail platform and notices a suspicious bag with wires showing. They report that through the CSA Now app and upload the picture. Our dispatcher is able to see that and tell the person to evacuate the platform and dispatch the police to that location. Then they use surveillance equipment and a two-way radio system to assist the responding officer with observations before they arrive to determine if more resources are needed. The public safety dispatcher will then also notify the rail dispatcher and the control center manager if additional support is needed. We're doing these kind of things constantly throughout the day here at Capital Metro to support our bus and rail operations. A good safety tip for you to remember anytime you're at Capital Metro is that if you're lost or you need help, let the bus driver know. We do get frequent calls for lost children, parents calling in, maybe their child took the wrong bus or something like that. They can contact dispatch immediately and they can talk to all the buses in the system at once to get support for you if you're lost. Thank you.
As you can tell from the scenarios provided, everyone in the room relies on each other and the technology to provide the best service response for our customers and our staff. Public transportation relies on the skills of everyone, from our operators to our CEO. Thank you for joining us on a tour of the OCC.